Hey everybody, can y'all hear me? Oh my God, my Wi-Fi is low too. Oh my God. Please tell me y'all can hear me. the hell? Oh, are y'all there? Oh my God. I forgot I was already live. Oh my God. I have been in the bowels of hell. Holy crap. Y'all know I'm not a technical person. As you can see, like I had to like dim it because I look like powder. Like, check it out. Like, I don't know. We had a bad storm come through right at the same time. And so I text Kathy and I was like, just in case, just going to throw this out there. My computer's already restarted 3 times, not properly by itself. And anyway, so wow, that was horrible. And it still is. It's still kind of horrible, but I'm glad to be here finally. Jeez. I hope y'all couldn't hear us arguing. I'm like, when somebody's talking and I'm trying to concentrate, I'm just like, blah. It makes me feel crazy. It makes me feel, crazy. And like right now, it's saying that my Wi-Fi signal's real low, which I don't understand. It's right there. I can spit on it right there. So yeah, what's it called? Chrome logged me out because I had accidentally turned everything dark. I just realized as I said that. I accidentally turned my computer dark. And so I couldn't see any buttons, right? So I was like, oh my God. So I did that like the other day. But hey guys, I'm so glad y'all are here. Thank y'all. Oh, crap. So I had to relog into my Canva app. I had to relog into Google. And then it was saying that Wi-Fi wasn't going through there. Just another day in the park. Just another day in the neighborhood. Man, I'm so glad to see y'all though. I feel like Poltergeist on that movie Poltergeist when, Carolyn. Oh my God. That's about what it was like. And like I had to go dim my computer screen because I seriously was. Have y'all ever seen that movie Powder? I was like, good God, I'm glistening. Well, anyway, so I had to turn all the lights off and dim my computer screen. Anywho, I'll get it all worked out. So sorry about that. It's crazy how you have it all planned and mapped out, and then life just hands you whatever it's going to hand you, and boom, you just go that way. It's like, no, we're going to do it this way. Yeah, Sisterhood. That was a good movie. Hey, Nettie. Hey, Jen. Hey, Kathy. Rombo. Trace. I'm sure. Hey, Bree. Paula. Tina Reddington. Marilyn. Erwin. Renee. I'd say Vimmerstedt, I would say, if I had to guess. Gloria Fritz. How you doing, Gloria? Mm-hmm. I'm very late, huh? Only 38 minutes ish. Am I muted, Jason? Don't play with me. I checked my everything before I came on. Hey, Ron, how you doing? I'm sorry for the powder looking. I look so pale and pasty. I don't know how to fix it. It's weird. So it's very dark right now where I'm at, even though it looks very bright. I'm okay? Good. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to pull my Canva app up again because I don't even know. Did not go how I intended, so I'm sure y'all know that. But again, we had a pretty gnarly thunderstorm come through. It was pretty bad. Like we have a window unit right here because I shut the door. It gets hot. It's hot in here, and so it just whenever I had the window unit on, I have it on right before I go on. So hurry up and cool down. Anyways, and then I know, right? I love mud. I love mud, and I will get in the ditch. Trust me, I'm a ditch. Oh, hey, Carrie. Caddy Ann and Holden. How you doing? Um, yeah. I love the mud, y'all. I was a mud pie kid. Hey, Donna. Did you have a good birthday weekend? Donna. Nancy Diamond. How you doing, Nance? Thank you. Okay, let me pull this up. So I got to stop looking at chat so I can pull it up. So y'all know I can't talk and do stuff at the same time. Allegedly. This isn't the same app, or this isn't the same browser. It just doesn't look right. Maybe because I turned it dark and now it's back light. So light that I look pasty. All right, let me just type it in. Okay. Oh, I know. I'm using a different browser. No, it just looks different. I'll shut up and stop talking to myself. I do this. Come on, mama. This thing is slow. Come on, girl. Girl, slow, but she's old. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to switch it back to my phone. And I'm scared if I do, then I'm gonna lose y'all. But can you lose anything you really never had? Joking. Let me see here. Jason, stay put. Poor baby, he just tries to help the best. I'm gonna just try and disconnect. I don't know. Because it's just doing nope. Okay, we're going through. It's still gonna lag though. I mean, the best way that I learn is the hard way. That is how I've always been. I don't know any other way besides just doing it and hands-on. I'm a hands-on learner. You can sit there and show me a bazillion times, but I won't know until I do it. So let me sign into my app real quick. Or whatever. Log in. Email. Okay. I worked on all the graphics and everything for all that. I mean, I'm prepared. I've been working for 2 days straight. Not just on that, but let's see. There are no bicycles. Okay. I hate those stupid make sure you're not a robot thingies. Whatever. Verify. Come on. All right. So how do y'all like that? Anybody that's watching KJ and she's reading that book, what do y'all think about it? Of course, I'm not able to see the chat right now, so just know that. I'm kind of asking y'all a question, that conversation starter. Okay. All right, so I'm logged in. Now I just need to, let me go back, get everything. Whoa. Where'd it go? Man, I'm about to towel in. A whole beach towel. Where did it go? There's some horse spit. Oh. I wonder if I can switch to this one. Hold on. Just hold on. I'm going to pull a Houdini real quick. I don't freaking know. I don't know what that is. Oh, not that. All right, hold please. Like Paul says, hold please. Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to do this really quick so we don't won't. Matter of fact, let me get this ready so I can just go and push that button. Okay, enter studio as a guest, I guess. Kind of weird. I'm in a foreign land and a land that I really didn't know to begin with. Yeah, so I had to keep turning all my lights back on and off, because they were being shut down. You're like, yeah. D. I know. But just let's go in. Okay. Thank y'all for being patient. Right. Okay, now y'all can hear me. I don't know. I don't know. I have to do all this stuff whenever I'm out, but yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, that didn't work. If anybody wanted to know if that was successful, you can write it down that no, in fact, it was not successful. Cheese and rice, man. Wow. I'm back. Powder's back. Turn the stupid light off. Oh my goodness. And then I wore the bronze, so now I look weird. Really weird. More than normal. I apologize, guys. I do so bad. Sucks. Mm. You know, when you had this and this to do, and you know, I guess it's God's will. You know, and who am I to doubt? I don't doubt that. I just listen. So I'm back to my Canva app. No, I wonder if it'll let me log in. There it is. Oh my goodness, that's why. This is ridiculous. This is difficult research all the way. Now you know what I know. Straight up. Okay, so it's not opening in this. It's opening in a whole nother new tab. No. New window. Trial and error. Oh. I want it in here. Oh. Come on. This come on. Oh my goodness. Thank you, mods. Y'all are great. Everybody here is great. Y'all are just amazing freaking people. But y'all already know that. Okay, now info login. I decided to do it this way because I was not going to sit there and rack my brain on how to upload it and all that stuff. I'm having so much problems with my storage, and if I swear it would behoove, I told Jason it would behoove us to pay a Geek Squad to come sit here for one day with me and just set my ass straight like David did and Melanie Gibb. Just saying, it would pay off because we pay so much money. Oh my God. I've had to somehow along the way of the kids missing and all that, you just get caught up. You just go. And so that's what I did. I just went and kept going and still tend to do that. And it's like I have 2 Apple IDs now. I don't know how the hell that happened or when that happened. So yeah, that's so many different subscriptions and, you know, all that jazz a month times 2. So that's my fault, you know. Can't blame anybody but myself on that one. But still, it sucks. So again, if I could just stop long enough. Why is it not sharing on there? This is weird. Just weird. That's why it's Laura Horror's birthday tomorrow. That's why. Sorry, guys. This is so different. Yeah, now the thunderstorm's gone. It's not even thundering anymore. It's like, yeah, right, girl. Yeah, right. Come on. Open in this one. Move tab to another window. I guess. No. Oh my God. This sucks. I don't know how to get to it. It's opening up on a different screen, so I'm not about to share my screen. I don't think so. Who knows? Oh, let me see. Hey, Leanne, how you doing, girl? Where's Isabel and April and Stephanie and everybody? I mean, you know, I never see Isabel anymore, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, I worry. Like Julson too. I don't know. Oh man, Yeah, no, I know KJ said it was the 26th, but when I wrote her that text that day about surprise, um, I was like, I don't know, I said something about Lori's birthday. I said, I think it's the 27th. I was like, could be the 26th. I don't know, right off the top of my head right now. And so I said both, but she went with the 26th, and I was like, nah, it's tomorrow. Happy unbirthday to her. She's been working. Oh, I mean, good, but yeah, it's with Phineas. Who's Phineas? I don't know who Phineas is. I don't think so. Allegedly. I don't know. I really am trying to figure this out. But I want to chat too. Sucks to be me. There's a new tab. Hello. Hello. Okay. Try this again. D. Hmm. And Ron, I didn't know you were writing a book. That made me so happy, and just to hear all you guys. I mean, it just fills my heart. It really does. It really does. Everybody has their own views, their own perception, like their own perspectives. That has been a huge weighing factor for me because I just wanted to be fair, like to check myself, to make sure I'm not way off over here or something, So that's why I was drawn to KJ, because she was just so real, raw, whatever. A lot of times when her veins are about to bust out of her head because she's pissed off and she's yelling, I'm like, right, yes. And then sometimes I'm like, I worry about her because I'm like, oh, girl, it's not worth. Lore whore is not worth busting your veins over. No, she's not. She's already taken so many. The ripple effect, I mean, Mandy. Like it's like it just doesn't stop. It's like you're in one of those, what is it? We used to go to Waterworld when I was a kid in Houston, and they had the wave pool. Now I would not step foot in that if you paid me because of all the grossness. But anyways, that's what it's like. It's just like in a big wave pool with a billion people in it. All right, I'm just sitting here looking at my screen. I'm gonna do something. Oh, okay, there it is. Let's see. Come on, open up the right thing. No. Come on, Crusher K. Open the link in new window. Yeah, I guess. Okay, finally got to it. All right, now let me get back to my StreamYard. Okay, hey guys. He's good. Jason is good. Thank you for asking. No, I mean, it didn't have, did Mandy's death have anything to do with Lori? I mean, not directly, but it takes a toll on you. It weighs you down. You feel, I'm not as healthy as not at all. Like I'm 60 pounds heavier than I was. I had a good little, physique. But I mean, everything that I do is behind a screen, so I'm just like, oh my God. Sometimes I just get up and like, throw my legs around or whatever. And so I know that I have got to stop and go walk, go get some air. It's okay. Um, it's okay. So I mean, it does add a lot of stress. I know that the last time I saw Mandy, she was losing hair because I mean stress. I was losing hair. Like this was not this far back. I'm like, holy crap, I have a lot of hair, but I sure am getting thin in my head. So it is stress. It is. And I mean, and then I'm 44. So there's that. I'm not like Melanie Gibb. I know if I'm having the Holy Spirit coming over me, it's probably some damn menopause coming around. So there's that. Common sense. Lacking, I'd say. Oh, yeah. So, all right, let me do this. Let me do this. Fair. Let me try. That's all I can do, right? That shouldn't be doing that either. Okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot I have an extra camera now. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, screw it. I could do the whole entire screen. I guess. I don't know. It freaks me out when it does that thing. It's like endless. Wave browser. Oh, I'm in Wave browser. That's why. Why does it look like Google? These are conversations that I have with myself that are very important. Now you know. I don't know. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's okay. Right, browser. We're just gonna go with the browser. Okay, Canva. Okay. Oh goodness. Today, Junior. Oh yeah, for the live stream when I go ring, and then like the time a couple weeks ago or whatever when I came up with the idea about the book, to get everybody to send your, how many, I thought that would be neat. Anyways, and I came up with that idea. I wasn't even thinking about it, and then I was in there earlier, and I was like, just kind of, I don't know. I guess I'd always think nonstop. That's for sure. But I thought difficult we search. Y'all don't laugh. It's just something we search, like research, difficult research, and then difficult we search. I was like, well, that's cool. It's different. It'd be fun. Let's see. Oh yeah, come on. See, I do all kinds of crap. It's probably, yeah. Being in my head for a day is crazy. Let me see. I need this to not be there. Let's see. Working on just. I was working on stuff when I should have been doing other stuff. God, my screen looks horrible. He looks like. But anyway, okay, so all right, let me get my stuff together. All right, so I'm just going to show it to you like this. Now it does have music to it. So what it is, I kind of made like a couple minute video with. It's got 2 songs in it, okay, and it's just kind of like my perception of David, I guess you could say. Kind of like, I don't know. It really doesn't make sense, but it's what I do. It's a what I do. I don't make sense, but I'm artistic also. I'm probably autistic as well. But anyways, I just kind of delve off into designing and making things, and I miss it. I used to be outside with my hand tools and my saws, and I mean, I miss all that stuff, building furniture and just different things, and I don't do that anymore. So I just do it differently now, I guess. But anyway, so it's gonna be like that, and then we'll just stop, from there. But we're not gonna have all time to do all that I wanted to do anyway, so I'll probably have to schedule another stream. So, anyways, so are y'all cool with that? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Okay, so it's like a hip hop song, I guess, and then it's like a rock song. So, just letting you know. Okay, let's see how long it's. I'm not gonna go look. Okay. Oh. Hold on. Let me let it catch up. Poor thing's bogged down. Come on. Please. All right. I hate when it does this. It does this on my phone too. Wow. Okay. Wow. Is it shit on Crusher today? I think it is. Come on, piece of shit. I'm probably gonna cuss a little bit. Ooh. Okay, whatever. Oh my god. All right. What the hell? This is not going the way I'm planned it at all. Come on. So I don't know. I think it's really important to like just really dive into David Warwick's dreams. I have a video that I accumulated along the way, and it's of him, and he sounds like a damn cyborg. He's like, I was going to listen to it earlier to just kind of refresh my memory, but I would have probably passed out. And anybody that's gone and watched it or listened to it, it's 4 hours ish, almost 4 hours. And I mean, I remember reading all the comments and stuff, and people would say, oh my God, I got through it, this and that. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all need like a damn medal, a trophy. Thank you for your service, a hug, and money, anything, because that is dedication right there. I'm like, you really want to know, you really are invested. You really want to know when you're diving into these people, I just think it's important because the night for sure that JJ, well, whatever. I don't know. I think I kind of blocked that out around their deaths. I don't know. I don't really know the exact stuff, and I may have heard it. I may not have. I don't know. Nothing's registered yet, if that makes any sense. So that means it's gonna one day. And so that scares me really bad. But I veered off path. So I just think it's important because Melanie says that David had a dream. Such a bad freaking dream. So horrible. His heart was beating. His heart was beating. I was like, it's supposed to. Anyways, can't get nothing past her. Jeez. So, I just think to me, it's important. I want to know. So, anybody that wants to know, can go find somebody else to do it because I suck at it. No. Oh, anyways, it was an act of God earlier. It wasn't all my fault. All right. I don't know how to do this stuff. Oh. I gave up. I'll just do it another damn day. Anyways, so then it was this. And it was a cool little whatever. I don't know how to work this stuff. I think y'all noticed. Anyways, I'm not too proud. Trust me, I'm not proud at all. Like I can tell you where I suck, and I can tell you where I excel. This is not it. This is not my forte. Let's just say that. But I'm loyal. Anyways, they were really cool. I thought they were cool. Now it's just nothing. So get ready. Jeez. Next year. So, I mean, it was just a bunch of slides, videos, or whatever of, cruising into the mind of David Warwick, my perspective from Canada today. The videos, of course, are way cooler. This dude's walking in a field. I thought of wheats and tares, actually. And then that's not even coming in good. And then I started seeing some doomsday stuff, like this little fella right here. And so I just kind of kept it like that. And then I was like, but, oh, this chick was dancing. So it made me think of Lori. I wonder if she's dancing. I really don't care. And like this one, I just threw random stuff in there because it's a damn dream, right? You dream about all kinds of things. I do. I don't really have nightmares, but I have dreams. I dream in color. I didn't know that was a thing or not. I know that dreams can be very telling, and some with all the code that these people speak, I think it's code, y'all. So, but that's me. I always have. That's why I wanted to learn about Mormonism to begin with, because it's foreign to me, right? It wasn't for any other purpose, but just because I was like, well, I don't know what they're talking about. I want to know what they're talking about, And so that's my way of learning, is by whole assing. I just dive in, and I'm like a duck. I don't come back up until I'm ready. And I have, and it's really amazing. I really have learned a lot now that I am kind of calming down trauma-wise. And can put together sentences 50% of the time. Now I can kind of put my thoughts in order, and I can recall things and stuff more easily now. Things like that. Now I can start making sense of all the stuff I have gone, and all the stuff that I've learned, all the stuff that I have to put together. That's what I've been doing, and trying to make videos and stuff. This dude woke up, like David, I would say. And this was for the, life or death. It's like a little spinny thing. And then this is an eyeball, of course. And then I started, these were some drones. Man, I really wish the video would work. This sucks. Crap. Wow. Okay, back that butt up. But yeah, that was pretty cool. It was drones and stuff flying around. All those started canceling, kind of like my life did earlier. This reminded me of Portal, one of them. This was kind of cool, but it's probably not going to show you because I'm saying, look. I thought that was funny. And then, anyways, I'm sorry. I don't even remember. Oh, somebody's sleeping, I think. And then I started getting scarier and scarier, because it is what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is what I see. And so this is what I see. If you don't, then, it's just my imagination. It's just, I have to wonder because I don't trust these people at all. At all. I don't care what they say. Nothing they can say makes me feel even slightly okay. I never have. It's not like they're very righteous people. Just saying. This was kind of cool. And then, yep, this is all I see. SRA is what I see. So that's me. It was some little creepy characters or whatever. I mean, they were really quick slides too. This was like the chaos thing, It's what I see. This is a Native American, I think. On a drum. It's a really cool car. I love the neon. And it says, do they even know the difference between good or bad or even right or wrong? In my opinion, I don't think so. If they do, they suck at it. Big time. They failed. They failed themselves. They failed humanity. And it's not past tense. They fail. They continue to disappoint, let down, not do the right thing. In my opinion, so many things could have been done, said, made aware of, anything. Don't be a freaking part of it. Sorry. I don't think David had a dream. He probably wished he would have. Anyway, those kids and Charles and Joe, they didn't have dreams. That was real life for them, So I don't feel any mercy for them. None. Nope. And it pisses me off that they're not behind bars or they didn't got to go pick up trash on the side of the damn road. I at least want to see that. Something, anything. So, oh yeah. And then, okay, yeah. And then me and KJ recorded the train dream. So I have to get that. Yeah, it's almost done. But anyways, so, all right, let me get out of here. I think. Let me just stop here for a second. Let me try and find StreamYard again. Allegedly. Okay. So what y'all doing? What y'all doing? Let's see. Right. Yes. Yeah. Kathy, I agree. Oh, I love cakes. Oh my God, I love cake. Can you tell? Let's see. I just don't know. I feel like they were part of it. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for the way I feel. Because it is my gut feeling. It is my intuition. It is my instinct. It is me discerning things for myself. It is me, looking these people and going, it's just not right. It's just as wrong as it looked for the whole world to see Lori, ducking and dodging Nate Eaton's questions, where are your kids? It's that simple. It's so simple, but people make it complicated. It does not have to be this complicated. It does not. And y'all know this is the next level complications. Oh my gosh, I feel like they were part of it. That's me. And until I know otherwise, that is my belief. Too much sketchy crap was going down. And then they all scattered like little cockroaches. And then earlier, I didn't get to pull that up, Kathy. Earlier, I just so happened to catch, I got an email from Latter Day Media. And and so I clicked it and I was like, oh Lord, here you go. You're going down the damn rabbit hole. And it really reignited that fire under my ass, because it chapped my ass to see them talking about the same exact crap that they were talking about before, before all this stuff happened. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, that's what happens when you don't get held accountable for the stuff that you're putting out there, you're subscribing to, that you're shoving onto people, influencing people, whatever. They're not gonna stop until what? Until the next batch of crazy friends or crazy like-minded people come around, if they're not already brewing. Because I think so. That's what freaks me out, is that I know that there are 144,998 people. Because there's 144,000, right? Anyways, so there's that many more entitled, self-righteous zealots, whatever, if you even want to call it that, whatever that is. I don't want it. We don't need it in this world. But that's me. I prefer that none of our children are around any of these people ever again. Ever. Julia, she learned how to. That girl's good, though. I'm going to give her that. She's like, okay, well, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to make a brand out of it. And she did. And she's doing it. And I'm just like, it pisses me off. Don't get me wrong. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It pisses me off. They could be, Tina. They could be. It would explain a whole hell of a lot, wouldn't it? Okay. Kind of like Janice and Barry. I still need to go back and look at all that. But I remember in the beginning looking at all the family tree and everything. And I mean, isn't it weird for Barry to have a brother named Jan and a wife named Janice? Just saying, seems to be a lot of insurance-y stuff kind of going on, right? Right. There's more there, because if there wasn't, my gut would let off. It always has. I've always been like that. I used to ignore my intuition, which is why I got my butt in a lot of trouble. A lot. I learned the hard way. And so, yeah. I don't ignore that anymore, That was me trying to force a narrative rather than to just trust in myself. So, yeah. And she talks in code. I don't care what anybody says. That is nothing but the code. Okay. You got the dominoes, you got clinking glasses and Hillary and Donald and Trump, and all these, blah, 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 all that crap. I swear. I mean, and I'm not stupid. I mean, I have my moments where, I'm like, but I'm not Let me not think of the word now. I'm not a dumb person. Um, I'm not like way up here, but that's okay. I'm okay. Um, I'm not stupid. I'm not a dumbass, that's for sure. And I don't have to have a professional freaking license or be a detective or, that be my career for me to have an expert opinion in it. That is me. And so I know what I feel. I know what I see. I know what I hear, and I know what I read. um, Again, not dumb. None of it. None of us are dumb. We're not here because we're dumb. We're here because we know there's more, and that's what keeps us going, right? I think so. And the eggs things drives me nuts. A lot of those inferences drive me nuts. I mean, they're just so freaking extra. And I mean, if Christ is not difficult, Christ is easy. Truth, love, it's all easy for me. I mean, just never seen so much context to stuff. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Speaking about Lori and Chad and them, the Monkey Bunch, they just, Chad thinks he's scenic. So you got to try and, that's what I said. Like when I went into this, I didn't really know what I was getting into. Thank you, Medea. Oh, and yeah, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're not. Please, it'll help. But thank you, Medea. That's very sweet. It popped up orange. And it is much easier than lying. Yes. Yeah. I hope they do too. Maybe. And that's where I feel that power is in numbers. I've always felt like that. I've said that from the beginning, even though, again, I still don't know what this picture looks like, right? It's a Polaroid picture. And I just, I'm shaking it like a Polaroid picture. And I look, and every time I look at it, it's becoming more and more evolved. It's turning into a bigger picture. I'm starting to be able to see. And so you can kind of file this here, or I'm talking about me. I can file this here, this there, this there. And I kind of know, I'm getting there. It's a lot of stuff. I have 2 terabytes of screenshots, and I have 3 different phones. I never was like a desktop person, or not even really. I've done every video from my phone. So I don't even know how to do it on it. I'm like, and where you get the files at? Just being honest. So that's what holds me back a lot, is that, and my frustrations with it. And it just bogs me down, just kind of being lost, not knowing where to access this or where this is, because we were kind of in a state of emergency for a long time. It's nuts. It really does grab a hold of you, and just, it don't let go. You have to actually push away. I don't think so, Donna. I mean, I really don't get that impression at all. And, I'd be honest, straight up. I want to say maybe it's gotten a little better. I don't know, but I studied the culture for sure. The scriptures, the culture. One day, I'll be able to talk more efficient, or, I'll be an effective voice, a more effective voice. How about that? I just have to get it all in order, and like I can tell you, but and it's getting better. Y'all know. I mean, if y'all been around for a while, then I've been like, and that's where whenever I ran across Elmom, she just had this way of she was my translator. She's my translated being. Joke. But I mean, really, I didn't have to say much. And she was coming out of Mormonism for her own reasons, like it was nothing to do with the case even. Yeah, like Jason, we watched this show the other night. Y'all need to go check it out. I recommend it. A temple recommend it. No, I'm joking. I'm not making fun. I'm just a jokester. But we watched this show, and it's called Mormon No More, I think. Just Jason happened upon it the other day on Hulu, and it was good, y'all. Like, we cried. I mean, it was very deep, and I mean, that's just what I want to show people. I hope that people see I have been told that you're attacking the church, and I'm like, how? What the hell? How? Well, by being here, or asking a question or something, and I get it. Now I get it because I went in brand new with nothing, just fresh mind, fresh heart, fresh eyes. Well, besides being older, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't really lean one way or the other. I just wanted to know for myself. I didn't want to be told. I wanted to know. That's just me. That's how I learn. Um, my mom even asked me, she's like, well, Brandon, he's who helps them, understand some things, some aspects about it. And I get it. It's not really what my mom and them, they've got enough on their plate. And so this has just been my thing. This has been my, like, y'all know, I have had my eyes just, they still are affixed. They are affixed and they're not budging. So I'm always watching. I know that sounds so creepy. I'm watching you, but I am. And it really wasn't to do with being ugly. It was being cautious because I was freaked out. Still am. Guys, where's it at? Yeah, right there. Where's my Jesus? Oh, I took it down to show my Aunt Terry. Oh, there it is. So one day, let me cover the phone number up. That way I'm not doxing the church. But I mean, I don't make stuff up, okay? Yeah, veils. Hey, Rowan. I just happened to, you caught the corner of my eye. How you doing? I'm so sorry. Let's see. I mean, cover it up, but I don't want to white it out. Let's see what I can do. Okay, so this was about, I guess about a year ago. And the boys, Jason had left. It was about 7:00 in the evening on a Friday, and Jason had left to go bring the kids to go be, to meet up with their mom for the weekend. I mean, for her week or whatever. And I was home sleeping, and Jason came back, and then I think the next day, it was a Saturday, went into the living room, or, just went into the kitchen, and I live in a mobile home, it's pretty much a straight shot, and where I live we have no temples here. I had not really I've never seen one until I went to Rexburg, actually, honestly. I mean, it's beautiful. It's huge. You can't miss it. It glows. I mean, you can't miss it. But anyways, so where I live is about 30 miles north of the Gulf of Mexico. So if I drive 30 miles south, I will hit the Gulf of Mexico. And then if I go just about 45 minutes west, I'm in Texas. Okay. So we're in the heel of the Louisiana boot. There you go. Not the toes, but the heel. And I like the toes too. But so anyway, so we were whatever fixing something in the kitchen, and I looked over into the living room and I saw this card, and I was like, what the hell is that doing in the middle of the living room floor? Okay, that's not creepy, I know. I mean, and it's not, but I was just like, what is that? And why is what? How's that in here? And so on the back, and y'all, when I first, when all this first broke out and everything, I logged on to the LDS site, right? That's where you go to read this stuff, right? Right. Yeah, I watched them. I watched them and Mormon stories, all of them. I have a oh my gosh, one of my libraries or whatever. What is that called in YouTube? Yeah, my library. One of the what is it called? Whatever. I call it Mormon Stories broadcast. I just kind of, I don't know. Y'all know me, and I just come up with all these stupid little things and sayings and stuff, but it's just how my mind works. But anyway, so when I signed into the site, I did sign in as K-A-Y. That's my middle name. Okay. Crush is a little weird, and it's kind of like, oh, yeah. It's kind of it's unique. Okay. Playlist. Thank you, Stephanie B. Thank you. Yeah, that thing. And so it says, hi, Kay. This is the missionaries. We hope all is well. Okay. Give us a call when you can. Thanks. ComeUntoChrist.org/Jesus. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And, well, I'm trying to cover the number. Well, let's see. I'll show you the area code. Well, hold on, Don. I'll have to move your comment so I can help myself. So, okay, that's freaking creepy. That's not just creepy, it's alarming, okay? It's alarming to me, in my opinion. It was my house. Nobody comes here. This was after the hurricanes. This was, I'm like, well, I've never seen a missionary here. And I've lived here my entire life. Oh, wow. Thank you, Angela. My mom named me, but it was my dad that liked it. So anyways, that to me freaked me the hell out, y'all. It freaked me out, and still does. It's intimidating. It's scary because I don't know the intent of other people, and I won't know. They may see me. I don't know what they see me as. I'm not. What can I do? What can little me do to a big ass corporation, church, assembly? What the hell am I gonna do? Anyways, but for that to be in the middle of my living room floor, the boys, nobody was here, no kids running in and out or anything like that. And me and Jason went through we had a whole crime scene marked off. It freaked me out. I live where there is the closest one is in Beaumont, Texas. Okay. Which is where this is from. The number is a 409 number, the area code. Stacy B, it says, hi, Kay, which I signed up to the website as K-A-Y, which is my middle name, and then my last name. And then I'd signed out as soon as I figured out, how that all works. And it says, hi, Kay, this is the missionaries, ! We hope all is well, ! Give us a call when you can, period. Thanks. No, nothing after that. And then the 409 number, ComeUntoChrist.org/Jesus. So we don't have missionaries. We don't have temples. We don't have none of that. So there's no reason for this card to be in the middle of my living room. However, I can't prove it. What's even scarier is that I was sleeping in my goddamn room. Okay? Yeah, I was sleeping. So, if anybody wanted to take me out, they definitely had the opportunity to. Okay? So, yeah, I freaked out. I think I have that right because it was in my goddamn home. It was in my house, my home, my town, my bubble, my area, And high alert since this happened, since Lori and Chad happened. That's why whenever Alex died, I didn't give a mom and I was like, are y'all okay? I mean, I have been in super aware mode, and that's where I've remained. So I got a gun at that point in time. I'm now packing because F that, I'll be damned, fool me once, shame on me. But so yeah, that was very alarming. It is still very alarming. I never called. I don't have anything to say. I just never have had the opportunity. I didn't call the cops. I didn't know. I was just like, what? And this is right about the time that I was figuring out what second anointings were and things like that. And so, I mean, now that I get it, but when I was going, researching it, this is all I do every single day since this has happened. And I am not exaggerating. I wish I was. I really wish I was. It's been a matter of life or death for me. It hits me. It shakes me. It disturbs me because it's scary. Because that's not what I'm about. I am just about truth, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter to me. There are 5 dead people, 5 murdered people, 2 are children. 2 are children. And it's not finished claiming victims. Do you understand? It just keeps on and keeps on and keeps on if we let it. If I let it. Again, I can't do this. I can do this by myself, but I can do it a lot faster with everybody's help, And I've kept that pretty under wraps. I did tell my parents. I showed them. It freaks me out. I don't even know what they said. I mean, I don't remember their reaction. Yeah. Oh, it was about a year ago, Angela. I mean, I'd have to go look in my notes because I know I noted it down and took a picture of it. It's right when I first started doing live stream. So maybe October, somewhere around August, September, October last year. Yeah. And I remember going on KJ's channel. I think that's when I got her phone number somehow. I forget how. Oh, because I sent mine in her live stream. And I mean, I freaked out on her live. And poor Mr. Tom McAllister. I miss Mr. Tom McAllister. I haven't seen him around. But, he's a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So is Tina. I mean, there's, and it's okay, he kind of got a little upset with me, but then I started seeing him in my comments and I was like, oh, that's what it's all about. It's about getting over your differences, knowing that we both have to coexist. I'm not against you. I'm not, I'm not for you either. I'm not against you. I'm neutral, very neutral. I just want to get over, we have to get comfortable talking about uncomfortable things. Correct. That's where that whole saying came in so handy at the very time I needed it. It's because it is. We have got to get comfortable talking about religion, politics, and her. We should be able to talk about these things without any violence or cyber attacks or bullying or whatever. Come on now. I know that we have it in us. I know. And I'm not just saying here, I'm just talking about the world. We do. We hold the answers. We just have to put our differences aside long enough, and do this a little bit and do a little more of this. And just the one thing that I do and I can say about what my only memory of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints was back in the day, those commercials came on. Compassion, pass it along, or something like that. And I just remember they were long commercials, and I was like, oh, they were nice commercials. That's it. That is it. Okay. That's all. So that brings me to this point here. Because I love everybody that I've met. Nobody's like mean. It's just like, I don't know. And it there are different layers or whatever levels or like a spectrum, just like with anything else. Religion has the spectrum also with it. I didn't know all that. I did not know all this. I never was one to label things, like I still don't. I'm just like, wait, what do you call that? What do you call that? I never really was political or anything like that. The one time I did vote, it did. I'm like, well, why? If it doesn't make a difference. I just never got into it. Now I'm seeing how this all is very important. So I was a very close-minded person, really. I've grown. I have documented, trust me. Trust me. But yeah, and anyways. But so whenever we heard about I don't know why my nose itches right there. No hair's touching it. But anyways, whenever when was it? I don't remember what day or around what time it was, not right offhand. But I remember like my Uncle Jerry and if y'all heard my dad, Larry, talking about holding the baby. But it was my cousin Brandon, not Brandon, but my Aunt Melanie Vallow, her son Brandon, my cousin. He has a little boy, a little baby. Well, not a baby anymore, Henry. And Larry was holding him. And so I just remember they were there. Anyways, doesn't have anything to do with it. And this is at the Hurricane House. And so Mom had some Uncle Charles's stuff, and I saw this book. And I was like, oh, can I borrow this so I can learn about Mormonism? Okay. What does that say? Holy Places. What is Chad's book's name? Standing in Holy Places. Code Talk. Okay. In my opinion. Now, this book had to have been, I'm thinking Lori's. Okay. Just saying. Okay. And it's written and illustrated by Chad S. Hawkins. And I think that he or Eric Hawkins is the church spokesman or one of them. Pretty sure it's a Hawkins for sure. And this was, so it's Deseret Book Company, Salt Lake City, Utah. Is, I guess, that might just be, let's see. Chad S. Sorry. Damn allergies. Gotta love it. Chad S. Hawkins began researching and drawing temples at the age of 17. Now, with more than 1 million pieces of temple-related art in print, he is widely recognized for his vast knowledge of temple design, building, and history. He is a popular speaker and author of the best-selling books, The First 100 Temples and Youth and the Temple. His work has been featured in church magazines, placed in the cornerstones of several temples, and is on permanent display inside the Vernal, Utah Temple. And so much me wants to just, scan the codes, the barcodes. But I mean, wasn't that part of their mission, right? I do have cameras. Yes, ma'am. I do. Charlie. I can't help it. That's my best friend's daughter's name, Charlie. And so I'm like, hello, Charlie. I was married to a British man once. But I mean, this was part of what Chad and Lori were doing. They were visiting temples, learning how to translate, allegedly. Ish. Christopher Columbus has a lot to do with this. So does the hold on, I'm doing this all from memory. So, oh, Chelsea, you missed the whole shit show. That's for sure. So you didn't miss anything. Not that much. Me with technical difficulties and a bad thunderstorm right when it was time to go live. But yeah. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you all are here. Thank you so much. But Christopher Columbus has a lot to do with this. So does oh hell, the Santa Maria. There's this one thing called the Mayflower Compact. That is very interesting. I don't like. I'd have to sit there and write it out and explain it how I ran across it. And you, I guess, have to look through it with my lens of the way I look at everything. Everything is suspicious, okay? Everything. Ain't nothing and nobody with these people that I'm like, yeah, but wait. At first, you don't even know how they talk and stuff. And so that was huge, was getting over the language barrier for me. That was huge. Now I can pick up what they're putting down. When I see things are heavily quoted or just out of nowhere quotes, I'm like, really? Okay, you make this too easy. And there's just links embedded in all these things on these forums and stuff. I mean, I hate that, but I mean, it's just the way I've learned. It's the way I have gotten it without somebody telling me. This is, what I take from it. Nobody is influencing me. Nobody is telling me their narrative. It's on my own. And that's empowering too. Knowledge is power. And I mean, everybody's entitled to it, right? Right. I didn't know I was like this. I just thought I was nosy. I really did think I was nosy. I didn't know that it was, inquisitive or anything like that. Oh, let me pause or mute this. I hope it muted. Last time it didn't. I'm sorry if it didn't. I just realized. I'm so sorry. I'm a shitty hostess today. But interesting, that this book would be in Uncle Charles's stuff. Because Lori and Chad, I'm thinking they bought this, right? And then it came with this book too. And so I thought it says soak. It's better to soak up, but it says look up. And I mean, I've gone through here and I've even oh no, it's not this one. Oh, a dog ears and stuff. But it's like all these talks and stuff. Let's see what this one says. No, let's see. Oh my gosh, lighting in here sucks. I can't wait to fix it, y'all. It's better to look up life experiences shared from the pulpit. I don't even know what a pulpit is. See, I'm learning all these terminology. I know what it is. I just can't tell you. It says it is better to look up. We all love to be taught with stories. The Savior shared many in his ministry, and his prophets and other church leaders have often emulated that great example. Gospel lessons come alive when they are presented in this way. It is better to look up gathers more than 50 of the most memorable personal experiences shared in general conference over the years. Oh, I didn't know that. I need to go back and look. Over the years and pairs them with stunning photographic images. The result is, oh my gosh, the result is an irresistible volume filled with remarkable true accounts of God's hand in our lives. You'll love browsing through such gems as In Harm's Way by President Thomas S. Monson, okay, which is some of my Chad quotes in his train dream. The president, or former president, Man Down, in quotes, by President Henry B. Eyring. Lift Where You Stand by President, that's in quotes, by President Dieter F. Uchtdorf. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah. And You Stupid Cow. And that's special. By Mervyn B. Arnold. Worldly Promises by Sister Bonnie L. Oscarson, and dozens more. These short pieces are perfect for a quick moment of inspiration in a class, home evening, live stream, or personal devotional time. Each one is presented with a scripture to complement the gospel message, featuring stories from every member of the first presidency and quorum of the 12, plus many additional leaders, past and present. This beautifully illustrated book will soon become a family favorite and a precious keepsake. And it's written by, the cover photo is by AJ Baruka, photography, art by Richard Erickson, design by Cheryl Dickert Smith, and then Heather G. Ward, Shauna Gibby. That's Eric Smith's, his wife's maiden name, I think. Gibby. I don't know. I think so. And Tracy Border. Printed in Canada. Go Canada. Anyways, so yeah, it's got like Elder B. Cook, on the back. But anyway, so that's a pretty heavy book, by the way. So, and then, I did buy this book. I can't believe it, but I think that's what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to buy every one of Chad's books, and then I'm going to figure it out to where we don't have to pay or people don't pay for his commissary for the rest of his life when he's in prison. Not going to do it. And I hope, and people are just, they want to know, right? Oh, you do, Tina? Well, that doesn't mean anything, but you know that. I wish everybody was like, you're just cool, laid back, and that's just that. I love your way. By the way. So this is, one of Chad's books, and he likes to make charts, right? And I'm just like, okay. I got $2.70 and it came from, crap. It didn't come from him. It was 70% off, And so I've read it all, most of it. It's such a big fat book. It's like a pamphlet. Anyways, I've got notes for days, y'all. I've written so many. I've got binders just full of notes, art, all kinds of stuff. Like Chad likes to. Okay, let me just read the foreword. I've done it before, but I'm gonna do it again. The introduction, Chad Daybell. Growing up, I wanted. It's so telling. Growing up, I wanted to be either a sports statistician or Casey Kasem's replacement on the America's Top 40 radio countdown. Really? And he says, neither of those jobs quite worked out. I don't think he even tried. Let's just say that. It wasn't something he could copy and paste. This is. Okay. And it says, so neither of those worked out, merely becoming hobbies of his. Just saying. This book, however, is the product of my interest in such things as well as being a member of he put LDS Church. I need to clarify that to be included in this book. Now, can you just picture the zombie Ian's document? Did anybody want to be on that damn list? Hell no. Hell no. No. We don't want to be in his books. We don't want to be on nothing, Chad. Oh my goodness. So I need to clarify that to be included in this book, a person doesn't need to be an active, he put active in quotes, Mormon. In fact, some of these people weren't even LDS at the time of their greatest accomplishments. But in our humble Mormon way, we have put our arms out and embraced these new converts. Isn't everybody a convert, though? To every religion? I kind of have these little brain farts. I'm sorry. I was so ignorant and still am. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, okay. He says, likewise, if Paul McCartney, Julia Roberts, and Shaquille O'Neal all suddenly join the church, we'll find a place for them in these top 5 charts. He is so... He thinks highly of himself. Duh. Anyways, sorry. I have done my best to not include anyone who has openly spoken out against the church. The people on these charts are comfortable being a Mormon. I should never look away. At least in the cultural sense. Really? What about the spiritual sense? I mean, whatever, Chad. Whatever. See, I just need to read it, and then I'm putting things together all the time. Okay. So he has done his best to not include anyone who has openly spoken out against the church. The people on these charts are comfortable being a Mormon, at least in the cultural sense, and most of them have family members who are active in the church. One exception is when a person was a member of the church at the time of his or her historic accomplishment, such as number one song. And then subsequently left the church. Those instances are rare, but for now I have included the accomplishment. Well, that's awful nice of them. Along with an explanatory note, that policy may change in future editions. Holy hell. It's very long. Also, I take sole responsibility for the rankings. Most of the rankings were based on chart positions or sports statistics, but there are a few categories that are as scientific. As Mr. Blackwell's best dressed list. End quote. I do give credit to Jason William, which was his brother-in-law. It's Tammy's sister, Samantha. That's her husband, Jason William, and John Fernelius for their. I think John was on that documentary. I think. The HLN, right? I think so. Hold on. Let me stop. So he gives credit to Jason and John for their insightful contributions as we debated the rankings within several of the categories. So I guess he's saying that, yeah. He don't stop. They don't stop. That's what's good, Rombo. That is the good, is that they love to talk so much. They never shut up. So, you learn a lot if you just listen. Okay, this is kind of telling too. Here in a second. Stop losing your spot, Crusher. Shit. Okay, so he gives credit to Jason and John for their insightful contributions as we debated the rankings within several of the categories. On second thought, don't look away, Krish. Blame those two guys if you disagree with anything. That's kind of telling. Like, okay, well, if you don't agree, but it's also funny. Oh, something I would say. Of course, I'm not in jail. Okay. I also thank Jack Daybell and Todd Cunningham. That might have been who was on that documentary. Or whatever that was, that report. HLN. The last one. I also thank Jack Daybell and Todd Cunningham for their valuable comments and corrections. This book is simply for entertainment and fun, as is this video. Entertainment purposes only. Okay. This book is simply for entertainment and fun. I have previously written books that contain church doctrine with eternal significance. But this certainly isn't one of them. Just saying, they're not fiction. And I swear if they try to push, I already know John Pryor has already tried. Just saying. The main purpose of this book is to recognize the great accomplishments being made by some very talented members of the church. An added bonus would be to have you say, I didn't know that person was an LDS. Or was LDS, I'm sorry. Or to introduce you to some entertainment options that you may not have been aware of before reading through the charts. I give a huge thanks. He's shouting out now. I give a huge thanks to Ron Johnston, which I saw Ron Johnston put on one of Chad's reviews. Oh my God, it's hilarious. He was like, I mean, he dogged him out. And I've left a comment or two. I'm just going to say that. Back in the beginning of this, I didn't know. I didn't know any better. I didn't care either. Yeah, it was quite the earful. Bunch of F-bombs for sure. Anyways, let me stop. Okay, so Ron Johnston and his entertaining website, famousmormons.net. Ron's website provided, I'm sure, this whole book, just because we know Chad, right? Well, we know him probably more than he does. Ron's website provided great information and gave me leads of where to look. Whatever. For added details. If you enjoyed this book, you would certainly like reading Ron's new book, Famous Mormons. So enjoy the charts. If you happen to question a category's rankings or feel someone has been left out, please email me at the address listed at the back of the book so adjustments can be made for future printings. And then it says, ever since the church facts according to Chad Daybell. I wonder if this is the firstborn church. Anyways, ever since the Lord told the church members to keep records, we have done our best to record everything. And this is important. From tithing amounts to how many people are in sacrament meeting. Here are some other interesting church-related facts and numbers. They aren't essential to our salvation, but they are fun to know nonetheless. I don't know about fun. No. I mean, I enjoy reading this kind of stuff, though. Thank God, because I've consumed it for 3 years straight. Jen told me before, she was like, oh, I'd put you against any scholar. I'm like, Jen, I wouldn't be able to talk. I'd be like, because they're all smart. They're smart. I didn't know anything about this. And it's like, and I mean, I also had these certain topics, these subjects that they're like, shh, don't talk about it. If we don't talk about it, it don't exist. Or we'll get excommunicated or whatever it was. Whatever it was, that's what pissed me off. Whatever it was, I didn't know what it was because I didn't understand it because I was ignorant at that point in time. Not anymore, thank God. And I'm getting more and more every day. And, but it was worth all this. It's worth hiding. That right there is not Jesus Christ. I don't care who you are, where you come from, what background, what religion, whatever. It's not that complicated. If you're hiding it, then it's not something done in it with integrity. It's not good, in my opinion. And I'm sorry, I have children. I mean, you're like, oh wait, why are you hiding that? If you're having to hide it, come on now. Basic. So I don't know. But the energy healing and, and I get it. It's but I mean, it went off the charts. I think it's safe to say it went out of control. Did anybody ever get control on it? No. Nobody ever addressed it? No. We just swept it under the rug and just didn't say anything. And I mean, and by we, I'm speaking as them. I am the cult, the fringe, the people that are in church all the time, shaking hands with you and teaching meetings and youth groups and with your children, if you are around these people. But there's more, there are so many more. And I don't judge them. I don't. I am very disappointed in them. I'm very disappointed in them, big time. Because they're not letting just me down. They're not letting you down. They let down Tylee, JJ, Charles, Tammy, Joe, and the rest of us. They could fill in so much. But instead, we're going to profit off of this zombie meeting or whatever the hell. We're going to write books and we're going to do, it's so gross. It's so gross. And I mean, it showed, I can see their true character. I saw that from jump. It just was confusing because I didn't understand what this stuff was, and I didn't understand why duck and dodge, nobody's doing anything, and so it's weird, odd, and it's very telling. Who could look away? I was like, oh my God, right here. And what? These are grown ass people with grandkids, great grandchildren, I'm sure by now. Oh my God. They're successful people who thrive in their communities, their church, their home. I don't understand. Where's the disconnect? That's one thing I've always been like, but where did it go wrong? Just like studying the eternal progression and things like that. I mean, it's to each their own, really. But I get it now. Church doctrine, what's being taught. I'm sorry. You say this correctly. Official church doctrine. Didn't know that either. I mean, all the times I heard, the church does not teach that. And I'm like, I believe you. I'm not saying that they do. I'm not, and I think that's where that's definitely a disconnect in the communication area, in the communication arena, because what good are we doing? What is the point of even addressing this if there's not meaning to it? There's meaning. My family's blood was spilt over this. They paid for it with their lives. I think that's a lot. That's a lot more than they've done. That's for sure. And if they don't address it, then it could very well happen to them or their children or their grandchildren or their nephew and their niece. It can happen to their uncle. You know what I mean? And so that's worries me. That bothers me. And it bothers a lot of y'all. And we've all gotten attacked just by being like, well, hey, wait, and it's not an attack. It's just okay, if I don't talk about it, if I don't bring it up, then you can't educate me on it, right? That's how I look at it. But if we, again, can just go in with no ulterior motives, no narrative you don't have to buy me. You don't have to persuade me. Just be real, be honest, be you. That's it. I try to be the same way. I'm not saying I'm not perfect at all. That's for sure. But my gosh, I can look people in the eyes and I'm real. I'm legit. I'm as forthcoming as I can be. This has been kind of crazy and weird to navigate around. Y'all, that has been and it still is. It's going to be. I toe the line. I am right at it, because some days I get frustrated. Some days I'm just like, oh my gosh. But I also have a lot of empathy and compassion. And I'm like, okay. And I have a lot of conversations with my God, and I'm just like, where are we going with this? What do you want me to do? So there's that. It's been very hard for me. It has pulled me at my core because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to piss anybody off. I don't want to be like banned from Rexburg or Idaho or, you know what I mean? That's scary. It's intimidating to have your family's adjudication proceedings right there. It's daunting and it's concerning. And Arizona's even worse. Sorry, Trace on the case. You already know. I'm just saying, these are things that I'm looking at, and you would too, and you do too. Even from, and them not being your family. Or this, you know what I mean? This has affected y'all just as much as it has me too. It's, and I don't want to compare it to like 9/11 or anything like that. I'm just saying, you remember where you were when those things happened. I'm sure everybody here can say exactly where they were or what they were doing when they saw the kids, remains unearthed, when they were unearthed. I can, but, I mean, it all pisses us off. It all rubs us the wrong way, and that's because we know better. And so we're looking for answers. In my opinion, that's where we're at. That's where I'm at. So it's been really difficult to navigate. Yeah, I always try to find the best way to say it. And I mean, again, communicating effectively is definitely a bonus because, I mean, in the beginning of this, and not even too long ago, and I'll still have days like this and even moments. It's part of the healing process. I've embraced it. It just is what it is. I am who I am. It doesn't have to define me. It's not going to. But I mean, just coming out of this a little bit and just kind of, I've had to, I'm one of those who has to reflect. I love to just, kind of pull so much from everywhere, and I have to sit there and make sense of it, right? I reflect. Then I get everything together and pull my bootstraps back up and I get back on. And I'm just a hard-headed, relentless bitch like that. That's just how I am. And I think a lot of you here are just like that. Y'all seem to be like-minded. That's also a code word. Don't you doubt it. But y'all know that too, because y'all are smart. Y'all are so smart. Yeah. Exactly. Nobody will ever be. Nobody. I don't care who you are. Honesty. No, there's no other way. And I mean, integrity is doing the right thing, even when, or especially when, no one else is looking. You're not doing it to please somebody else. My bonus son, Leland, if he's in here, love you. But, there were times when he would just do stuff knowing that we were watching. And I'm like, boo, you have no idea how much when you do stuff and I don't, I see it. Trust me, I see it. But you're not going to get, the attaboy, you're doing it because I'm teaching you how to be not an asshole. I'm teaching you how to not be an asshole. You have one job and it's to not be an asshole. Okay. And I mean, as he's matured a little more and more, he's like, oh, okay, I get it. So it's not doing it for brownie points or whatever. You're doing it because that's what you're supposed to do when you grow up. Accountability, being responsible. Right. I've noticed that, Tina, and I love that though. And Kathy's the same way too. A lot of y'all are. I love it. Y'all are just God's army, I swear. And if not, y'all are my tribe, Jen had taught me that term also. She was like, you're a truther. And I was like, what the hell is a truther? I guess so. I thought I was just nosy is what I told her. She was like, no. And so I didn't even know that researching was a field or I didn't know. There's so much that I'm learning from all of this. Those are life experiences that I don't want anybody else to have to learn the hard way, not this way. So, if I can do anything, say anything, notice things, red flags, things that stand out that are alarming, then good. Every one of us here are advocates. We all have this. We all have a voice. And so I love that fact that y'all do that. That's one of those silver linings is y'all. And we're all advocates. It's not just a representative or anything like that. It's nice to kind of have the same ideas and to work with so many different people who that's their, that's your natural talent. I'm not good at a lot of things. I'm not good at a lot of things. I have boring stuff, really. I used to read owner's manuals. I'm serious. Or before we had cell phones, when you're in the bathroom. I mean, there'd be like a bottle of shampoo, and boy, I'd know every damn thing on the back of that bottle. Just saying. I mean, just being real. It's just, I was raised Catholic, but I never connected with the church. Never. And I mean, I don't know if it's just our culture here. I don't know. I don't know if it was my exposure. I was forced to go to catechism, kindergarten. I even went all the way up to 12th grade because I was supposed to make my confirmation in the 11th grade, but I was skipping. And so I didn't make it my junior year. So I went to go make it my senior year, and I didn't. I ended up not doing it. So I've never even confirmed. And I didn't realize that these things go, like with Jen, I've tried to say, well, wouldn't like in Mormonism, having your marriage sealed in a temple is equivalent to, and I'm telling you, somebody's probably like, well, duh, but again, that wasn't me. Now it is. That's equivalent. Mormon couple getting married in the temple and sealed is the equivalent of a Catholic couple having their marriage blessed. Ta-da! There it is. Wow. Just saying. But all these things like a ward and a stake and a this and that, we have parishes, and I still really don't know. Yes. Charlie, you get 2 points. 5 points. Wow, 144,000 points, really. I'm serious, because it is. And that's when you're just like, oh, gross, man. I didn't want to know that about my world. I liked living in my bubble, and I liked not looking at the news. I liked not knowing. I loved being ignorant. It was bliss. It was bliss. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I actually was able to disconnect and kind of reflect back on a moment from before. I usually am not able to do that. That was pretty cool. Cool. Thank you. I know there's a lot more there's so much to do. I just have got to start doing it and stop talking about it. And I need to be about it. It's the only way I'm going to learn is just to push myself. And it sucks. Oh my God. It sucks. This is not. Never have I wanted to just stay away, but I couldn't. Something in me was just like, get up in there like swimmer, girl. Get in there. Just get in there. And I guess that's, it helped. I still have there's so many things to read. I love reading. I never thought it because my attention span's like this big. I still do this though. Like I'll pick up a book and I'll read the back, or I'll just flip, and then I'm like, oh, that looks interesting, and then I'll go to whatever. It's weird. I'm weird like that. I didn't know we didn't have ADD and ADHD diagnoses and stuff whenever I was growing up. Not really. Never really heard of them. Only until I had my own kids, and oh yeah, Carrie. Not until I had my own children, and I was like, what if that is my thing? What if I have that too? And so I did. I got tested, and it turns out I don't know. I've really been in my. I've been. Y'all know that. Just I don't know. It's like it all hit me at one time again. It comes in waves, but this one was pretty bad. Not really depressed. I wasn't depressed. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But ever since I went to Rexburg this last time, I was just like, I like that, Holden. That's funny. It's true. Yeah, you're this or you're that. And crazy, but I'm crazy fun. Like, I used to be crazy fun. Now I'm pretty freaking boring. I'm like, hey, did you know? I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm always a smartass. I'm always, you know, anyways. But that's just my personality. Um, I forgot what I was going to say before that. Oh, about Jen. Rexburg. I don't know. I've just been really like, there was like, it's been like a fog. I don't know what else to call it. That's the only thing I've been able to say. It's just, I don't feel here or there or this or that. Just kind of like in limbo, if you will. um, I don't know. It's like, I'm thinking like a lot of, uh, like everything just, I started processing everything is pretty much. I wasn't sad though. And I wasn't happy. I was just, I don't know. That's one thing that's weird. I've been depressed before. I know that. I know. I can feel when I'm going into one. And then I'm like, oh, hell. You know, you're like way too far in. And you're like, oh. And it just seems like so hard to come out of it. But we do. Everything in our lives thus far, everything that we thought was going to just tear us a new one or take us out, we have survived 100% of each and every one of those obstacles, those challenges, those, you know, hold my beer moments when life just really serves it up, you know. We've survived every single one of these things. And that's pretty freaking resilient. That's pretty awesome when you look at it that way. Oh, well, I just said. Okay, I was thinking asshole. Anyways. Right? Oh, I used to love writing lists. And every time I would write a list for the grocery store or whatever, and I would forget the list, but I would always get everything on the damn list. I retain things when I write them. So, oh, thank you, Trace. Oh, thank you. I always wondered, like I was thinking earlier. Wait, let me finish reading. That's what I felt from. I mean, it really has changed my life. It has. I mean, I got woke in a very messed up way. However, you know that we can't go back and change the past. We can't do anything. We can't resurrect them. You know, we can't do anything like that. We're not God. We're not, no. And that's just not how this works, you know. So all I can do is just, this is what I have to work with. There's purpose, there's meaning in my life for the very first time. I've never felt so passionate, so driven, so ambitious, so what's the word? Just a woman of my word, because I vowed to my uncle, Tylee and JJ, and I vowed this to Joe and Tammy also. They're all together for me. And I will never stop. I will not stop until I die, I'm sure. You know, but I won't stop, and their deaths will never be in vain, because there are so many things to learn from the wrongs, all the wrongs, and they're still wronging. If that's even a word, I doubt it. But all the things that they're still doing because it was never addressed. So it's still this, blah, blah, you know, and it's screwing somebody else's life up. I don't know. Are you my mama? Girl. We might be. We might be. And I'm okay with that. If not, we are anyways. You know, that's how I look at y'all anyways. I've always kept my circle small. And not on purpose, but just kind of noticed that. I never really got along with hanging out with a bunch of chicks. Like, don't stick me in the kitchen, you know, with everybody's freaking wives because I'm like, ew. No, that's not me. I'm in there watching football, or I used to be, when before all this happened, and I'll get back there. That's okay. I'm a work in progress, and that's good. And my mom always says, that's why God made it tomorrow, because you're not going to do everything today. So it's okay. I love her advice. She has such good advice. There is a lot. I know, Carrie, I was talking about this the other day. I was like, it was just different, It was different. You were very respectful and just kind. And you still, not was. I always say like was, you are. And I appreciate that, Hang out with the boys, right? Or just, I've always kind of marched to my own beat. And it was always on beat. Trust me, I have insta karma, y'all. I swear. If I like make fun of, let's say I make fun of Jason, and I swear if I'm walking or whatever's happening in my life at that moment, it's like instant karma. And so I call it insta karma because I'm tripping, I'm running into something, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Humble and kind. Okay. Okay. So, hey, I'm human and I have a lot of flaws. It's like once I became okay, I guess, with, being aware of my own bull crap. Once you're aware of your own bull crap, your bullshit, then and only then, I think you can share your advice with somebody. You can't force it, but you can share your experiences and stuff with other people, but not until you own up to your own. Wear knee protection. Speaking of, I bashed my knee when I was coming in here earlier before the storm and the rolling blackout. But it was weird. It would cut the TV off, my computer in the low window unit. I was like, what the hell? What? My computer can't handle this. I'm going to hire a nerd herd or some kind of geek squad, somebody, and he's going to put me in check. Or they are, whomever they are. Whew. I just need to know how to do this. I fell between the cracks. As internet was up and coming, I was graduating high school. So I never needed a computer. Still don't. I used to do payroll and stuff by hand. 6.2% and 1.45%. I used to know all their social security numbers because they were memorized. I worked for my uncle's plumbing company. And every week, every Friday, I did it by hand. And it's good to know those types of things. I don't know. That way you can always go back to the bare bones. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I don't know. You are on here. I'm just going to say Cynthia. Thank you. Very nice. Not expected, but it is so appreciated. It really is. It's very strange also to when I was trying to figure out what was my role? Do I even have a role? Do I have a right to mourn? I guess you could say. Turns out, that's what it was. I didn't feel like I was related enough, important enough. I don't know how to say that because I knew I was, but in other people's eyes, not so much, like I'm just Crusha. I'm just Kay and Larry's, daughter. But it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to me. My relation can be nothing, and if I feel a loss, that is one thing that showed me that right there. That is something I'm going to work on because it bothered the shit out of me. And that was whenever I did reach out for help to talk to somebody local. It was just a Compassionate Friends, I think the name. I don't really even remember, but I emailed, and y'all know. It was so hard for me to just even now. My phone, you can text me, and I may not get back but I see them. If I can't like give you my 100%, then I don't want to just be superficial. I'm just not that way. I'm whole ass. I mean it. But it doesn't mean that I'm not reading it. It's a lot. I would take up, more time, even more time. I just need somebody to come whip me into shape. But, oh crap, I always do this. I forgot. What was it? There was something, and I was like, oh, branding. Like branding, and I hate to put it like this because it bothers me. But to even accept super chats or to monetize the channel, oh my God, y'all. I fought myself forever. Yeah, Sanga. I mean, I could see that, I could, and I can't, it doesn't, nobody gets to tell you how to grieve. Nobody gets to tell you if it was a loss or it was not a loss. That is something that, well, how do I do it without, I grew up not being validated. So there's that. And it's very important. I think that everybody has a voice. Everybody deserves to be heard. Everybody deserves to be listened to. Everybody deserves the same. Don't tell me how to feel or that I feel too much or not enough or whatever. I mean, for anything. And okay, I think we got that. But that's where I didn't even know. I was just like, oh my God, okay. So I reached out to that place. And this is 2 hurricanes had hit us. I mean, just oh my God, Trauma Tour 2020. Woo woo. Holy crap. I mean, wow. There's 4 tropical storms, I think, in the Gulf right now. I didn't even know that Hurricane Laura was like a day out. That was a category. It was a 5. I don't care what they say. They did that for insurance purposes only. It was within a few miles per hour, the hurricane. Yeah. Anyways, and our town got tore up, and just there was no FEMA. It's still tore up. I mean, it's crazy. But it really took my mind off of that's bad when a hurricane or 2 back to back with a tropical storm in between the 2. When that takes your mind off of your family's murders for a little bit. And that's why we were evacuated. But I was blessed. We were blessed. We weren't here. We didn't lose our home. We had each other. We had, what I mean? It just really does put a lot of things into perspective. It did for me. I will say it every time that I didn't even know that I even liked my family. I mean, I really did everything I could to just kind of stay away from the family. I'm just like, no, I'm good. But I love them. And can't nobody mess with them. And don't nobody else talk about them. But, that kind of thing. I do value them. I couldn't imagine being in an earthquake. That's one thing I'm like, that would freak me the hell out. 94, geez. Have any idea how many short stock ladies are going to be at that trial? I don't know. Why? Why, Tina? Oh, I was like, you text me? Yeah. Yeah, I suck. It really, oh yeah. So that compassionate friends, let me finish this and I'll let y'all go because I do, let me get some more stuff together. But, I want to say this real quick. This was a really good constructive talk though, eventually for me, for sure. Like, I feel like I got a lot off my chest. And that's so relieving. And there wasn't like a freaking, cat fight and a freaking brawl, I'm like, it can happen. I try not to silence anybody, but then sometimes I'm just like, oh, okay, because I don't like being silenced myself. So, um, compassionate friends, they sent me an email back and said, oh yeah, we've heard your family was from here. And I was just like, she said, that they only, and I mean, I get it, I get it now, but still then I don't. Doesn't have to be that way. But basically, because I was not a grandmother or grandfather, an aunt, I mean, a brother or sister or a mother or a father, they couldn't help me. But this is where I felt just so like, wow, I don't have, like that really hurt. It really woke me up to something I didn't even know was happening or taking place or that I was just used to. Just my right to mourn. I have mourned my son when we were in. Parental alienation is evil. I know this because have been on the receiving end of that. And it is evil. It is a whole nother level of whoa. I mean, it really does mess with your head. Talk about hold some feelings in. You don't feel whole like a parent, like to my daughter, who I still had to be a mom for, mom to. And it really is shitty. And so I'm right here with Joseph Ryan. That is messed up. I don't care who you are. Don't do that. Or from the grandparents either. Shame on you. Come on. Not a weapon, not a pawn, not leverage, not. Don't use your kids, please, or anybody. Don't use people. Oh. But yeah, compassionate friends. I think that was the name of them. They basically, to me said I wasn't worthy enough. Here you go. And they didn't point me in the right direction. They didn't point me anywhere to go get help. So what if like I didn't have all y'all? And what if I didn't have an outlet? What if I had, done what other people would do or have done? And that's either, check out really bad, which is what fills up our jails and stuff like that when it's really more mental health. That's on my top 5. It's like my top. It's actually my top. Is, there's got to be a way, and I know they're already trying to, weave this in to policy procedures and things like that, where there's many times when people are arrested when they really need to be in the mental hospital. They need to be seen for their mental wellness. It's not so well, and that's okay. I mean, it happens. I'm not going to judge anybody for sure. I've been there and I'm probably going to go there again. Just saying. I'm real. I try to be as real with myself as possible. Not everywhere, but I'm sure. But I just have seen where it has, my brother, y'all. I mean, there's Lori and Chad on this spectrum over here. And I mean, I don't know. It's a hard thing for me. I don't know. Anyways, let me not go that way. But like with my brother, there's many times when he really just needed to be seen. That's him acting out. That's just how he was when he was younger. He would reach out. That's how he would, he would act out. And it was always to me. I'm like, what the hell? You hate me or something? No. But I mean, I get it. That was him crying for help. And he didn't know how. And that was me not knowing what the hell to do because I was a kid too. So I've seen him go to jail instead of get mental help, and that's sad. And I've seen a lot of these. Look at Uncle Charles. Look at Joe. Look at the people just right here in these cases. It's right here, and there's so many things to learn from every single one of their. Every single one of the things that let them down, either together or just in order or however. I mean, it's just wow. Wow. And just dumped it all up on our laps. So, I mean, there's a lot to do and so many channels, so many places we can plug that in. He is, Sangha, thank you. Thank you for everybody who's, who prays and sends love and light, well wishes, and just checks on him. It warms my heart so much, y'all. Yeah, I think I saw a picture. Trish had said it earlier. I just didn't get to say anything back. Had saw it on Mom's Facebook, and Jason had showed me. I don't hardly get on Facebook anymore. Oh, white tent? What? Girl, can I come stay with you? I want a white tent up there too. I was like, I don't need no damn hotel. Girl. And yes, Carrie just said, your brother looked amazing in the pic with your mama. I'm glad he is doing good. Me too. I mean, I was just like, oh, this is just, I mean, I love my brother. I know. I'm pretty sure y'all can tell. I've been very matter of fact. I'm just like, you can talk about anything and everything. Don't go after them. Don't go after Todd or Mandy. There are people that, think that kind of way. And they're like, well, you should have been this or been that. Really? Is that what the problem is? I mean, it's one. But, come on now. Anyways, that's ridiculous. The woulda, shoulda, coulda. I mean, oh my God. Oh, I wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda had all that time back that I woulda, shoulda, coulda spent somewhere else. We do a party behind the veil would be utmost appropriate and satisfying, and I wear what? What, Rombo? Oh my God, would be utmost appropriate and satisfying, and I wear my own undies. Amen. Oh Lord, you crack me up. -17. Look, now I've been in 17-degree weather, and it was in Rexburg. Matter of fact, it was the first time I went, and I mean, it was great. Tony the Tiger, it was great. It was great. I just sounded so silly, but it's like the humidity, because I'm Louisiana, y'all. It gets boggy. You can cut it with a freaking scissors. It's so thick. And when I went up there, the humidity, it was still humid. That's what I noticed. I was like, it's really not that cold. When I find it cold is whenever it's like a wet cold, and all the bones I broke in one of my accidents, they hurt. That's about it. I would so go in a tent. I will hang out for sure. You're right. I so agree. So it looks like, I'm feeling like they're not going to be held accountable spiritually or temporal or, you know what I mean? Like that. With the church, if they are, it's not enough, in my opinion. And I have no control over that. Like, I cannot go and mess with anybody's First Amendment, I think it sucks, but then how would I know? So. However, I sure am going to make them uncomfortable. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I'm going to have to practice on keeping a straight face. I don't know how, because I'm always animated when I talk. I've always been like that. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to wear a veil for sure. Maybe I might have to wear your feather duvet over my face so they so that, yeah, because I'm telling you, if looks could kill, I'm sure they would fall down right where they stand. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I crack you up. I swear. Every one of y'all. Because I don't. I mean, I just kind of go, and I like to have fun. I like to laugh. Oh, yes. Crocheting family. My estranged daughter has mental issues. It's so sad. And it is. It's so sad seeing the impact on her children. You are too. Yes, the loss of a child, either through estrangement or death, is horrible. Oh my gosh, right? And you don't know unless it ever happens to you. And then you don't wish it on your worst damn enemy. You don't wish it on your ex. You don't wish it on nobody. Because mourning someone who is still breathing, that's a whole nother humdinger. You know what I mean? Like, that's a whole, because you don't, I mean, like in my experience or whatever, from being estranged from my son for 6 years, it went that long because I was so scared. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't know. I mean, it was my place though, because I'm his mom, and I didn't like confrontation. Oh my God, I still hate confrontation, but it doesn't mean it's got to be anyways. Back then, it was overwhelming to me, and I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't have those tools in my toolbox. I do now, more so than then, but from learning, not from, them just me having tools on hand. So it's hard to feel rejection, to feel unloved, unappreciated, unwanted, even unloved. All those things. That's normal to feel when you're estranged from someone that you love. You're grieving someone who is breathing and living. And I mean, it used to tear me up. I mean, I wouldn't allow myself to cry either. I would just look up and I would just say, mm-mm. 6 years. That's bad. Okay. that was just brewing to just, okay. And somehow, right whenever Zach, this is weird because it was my son, Zach. Yeah, I'd have to get up. But anyways, he's a cutie. He'll be 22. Whatever year it is how old he is. He was born January 1st. Melanie Gibbs' birthday. Yay. But he was a New Year's and Millennium baby. He was the third baby born in Lake Charles, here. But I was the first one in labor. 28 hours of labor, and it was the Y2K. Oh my God. Here it was. I was waiting on freaking doomsday. I lived by all these refineries, and it was something about the Y2K bug or something. I don't know if I remember this. And I didn't get to party like it was 1999, girl. I'm mad at anybody who did. That I love that damn song. And I could, but I was in labor. Much better. So, I mean, it was just, and he was supposed to be a girl too. That was Reagan Page. RPM was her initials. That was going to be her name. I had dresses at the hospital. I mean, everything was girl. Because it was a girl. That's what they told me. That's what my doctor told me. And then my mom had just lost her husband before Larry. My stepdad before. That sounds so horrible, you know. Anyways, he died, obviously. Okay, shut up, Chris. Oh, it's raining. Anyways, um, and so yeah, told me it was a girl baby shower. Reagan Page was her name, and then they had a C-section, and after 28 hours of labor, the plants didn't blow up. I was watching Tom Brokaw as the countries, like, you know, every country, even you, Rombo. Oh yeah, yeah. So does my ex-husband, 73. Um, so yeah, 28 hours of labor, and then they, you know, C-section. They put them, and they were like, "It's a," you know. I was like, "Is it a girl?" I remember saying that, and they laughed. Like the nursing, all the operating room, whatever. They laughed, and they were like, "Who did your ultrasound?" And I was like, "Dr. Stilly," you know. And he's there pulling my kid out, right? And they were like, "Oh, don't believe what Dr. Stilly says." And I was like, "Huh." And they brought him around the curtain, and they were like, "It's a big old boy." And I was like, and I'm not playing. I was like, "He's got big balls." Anyways, and I was under medication, and he did. I'm just saying, how the hell did we miss it, right, Gary? Right. Holy crap. And so there's this, in that moment, you know, there's like this whole, that baby, the Reagan Page, my daughter, allegedly, you know, he came out and he was a boy. And so I loved whatever, you know, God gave me, whatever I was, that was my blessing. You know, it didn't matter to me if it was a boy or a girl, as long as the baby was healthy and all that. But still, it's funny because it's just funny. It's kind of one of those stories, you know, and it's pretty unique. And so we had just lost Roby, and her husband, her late husband now. And so he always told me the whole time I was pregnant, he was like, it's a boy. And I was like, no, it's not. Yeah, we had VCR tapes, girl. And I showed him, I was like, that is a girl. It was in fact not a girl. And this was like a month. Zach was born about a month and a half after Roby died. And so me and Mom laughed about it afterwards, because when I had Zach, my Zach, ZAC, my husband at the time, Randy, came out and he told my mom, you know, he was like, it's a boy. And she was like, no, it's not. And so there was a nurse that came out right after Randy, and Mom said, is that a boy? And the nurse said, yes. And Mom just dropped to her knees and started crying because what Roby said. And that was her first grandchild. You know, I was 21. And you know, that was her first grandbaby. JJ was her third. You know, and so, anyways, so Mom was like, oh, I bet everybody thought I was just the most ungrateful person in there, because, you know, I started crying, and she wasn't crying because it was a boy or a girl. It was just, wow, you know, I mean, anyways, it's a cute story. And so she also, this is kind of funny, and I don't know, you know, however many are here are grandparents, or, you know, but share, because I think it's cute, and it helps. Crocheting Bammy. But my mom was like, she wanted to be called Grammy, Grammy, and they built a Millennium Park. It's called Millennium Park in downtown Lake Charles, and you could donate like $50 for a brick, right? And so that would be really cool, actually. Put that in the tab. Anyways, and so in the brick, they carve it for you or whatever, and they put to my Zachary McFarland. Oh, I just doxed my kid. Anyways, sorry. And she put January, you know, his birthday, and she put first grandson, and then she put love Grammy. And so that brick is still in there, or, you know, it's part of the park. You walk on it and find it. And she wanted to be called Grammy. And he's like, hey, Mama. And so there you go. You can be, you can like want to be this and want to be that, but it is what it is. um, so, I mean, that's just cool. I don't know. I thought it was cute. And it's just kind of the way it goes. And so, as Zach, okay, 2012 is when JJ was born, right? May of 2012 is May 25th is when JJ was born. And the kids are getting out of school every year right around that time. So my kids were just coming out of school. Let's see how old Ashlyn was. Ashlyn was 6. Zach was 11. Yes, I just did this. But almost 12. Yeah, he was 12. And so he would always go to his dad's, like on weekends, And I mean, I never kept him from his dad. I don't keep any of my kids away from their dad. That's not me. And it didn't have to be paid child support. Trust me, I didn't get it. And it's okay. I didn't want to ever have anything keep my kid away from their dad. They need them just as much as they need me, in my opinion. Yeah, anyways. But so Zach went to his dad's this time, and he just really kind of never did come back. And that was right when JJ was being born. Zach went out. It's the only way I can make it make sense. JJ was coming in, and then kind of, JJ went to Uncle Charles and Lori. And so, I mean, it was always my nephew, but I just couldn't. Hey, KJ. I just couldn't. I hope not. If she did, it's shitty. But so just as Zach was going out, per se, JJ was coming in. And then, y'all, it's like they orbited. Oh, it's so weird. It blows my mind as to how this even happened. But so as JJ was going out, per se, this is like 2019, January 1st, Zach's birthday. It was my first time being with my son. 6 years, 6 birthdays, 6 Christmases, 6 New Year's, 6, all that. I think I just said 6 3 times. Anyways, I'm trying to remember now. Oh, hell. I did not just come this far just to come this far, right? Oh, yeah, JJ. Oh, sure. Okay, I can't look, or I'll get distracted again. Okay, so yeah, pretty much right before JJ and Uncle Charles and Tylee and all that, before all that happened, that was Zach I have a picture of Zach and JJ together, and it was New Year's, and it was Zach's birthday, and we were at my Uncle Bobby's with Uncle Charles and JJ, and I mean, that's the birthday video I have where JJ says duct tape twice. Anyways, that's weird. And then Uncle Bobby says, he was just joking with Ashley, but he said, you're going to die. Pulmonary embolism. I was like, oh, what did you just say? Weird how these things are just weird, ironic. That is the only, what do you call that? Coincidence. I don't believe in it with this case, but that's the only place those exist. But yeah, JJ had my Uncle Bobby, we were outside in his shop, and so he had just random stuff, on the table, and there was some duct tape right there. And JJ, he repeated stuff. That's what he did. Just know that he repeated stuff. I'm telling you, like a parrot. That probably didn't work on his behalf, but it's not because he was not dumb. That's for sure. And I hate it whenever she dumbs him down, or when anybody does. I'm just like, he wasn't dumb. He was he was way smarter than all of them put together. He was just a kid, not a fair fight. Let's see. She was born in 1973. Yes. I'm not good in math, but I think so. Yeah, 49. But oh yeah. So as Zach was going out, I mean coming back in, JJ went out, and so it's like they met in the beginning of JJ's life, and then it's like if you had to do their little timelines, they are intelligent. They are so we have so much to learn from kids. Oh my god. I just never I didn't have patience, nor did I want them. I didn't want the patience. I wanted to rush everything, and that's bad. Oh, it's so bad. I don't, oh my God. Those are the things I wish I could go back and change. The woulda, shoulda, couldas, but that's, it is what it is. I can't change it, but I can definitely make a difference now. I'm aware of it, and I'm like, okay. Oh, it's so sweet. I love when I heard my bonus children, I was like, that's so beautiful, The more people to love them, or love us, to love and to love us, what more could you ask for? I'm blessed beyond measure because I have multiple, I'm going to be extra, multiple sets of grandparents. Seriously. I've had one, two, Larry's my third stepdad. It's just not in a bad way. But my mom's husband before Larry, he died. So, that's a foul. No, I'm joking. But, yeah, Lori is 49 tomorrow. Somebody needed to go sew that sucker up on the journals. 2 of them coming out of that. Can you imagine? Oh my God. I'm not trying to, if anybody has had anybody else or a child that is a serial killer, wow. Feel bad for their journey, but can you imagine 2? Oh my gosh. There is. You're right. You're loved, Crochet and Bammy. Just know that. And if that's happening to you, I'm sure it is. I know it happens, and it's wrong. Can I just say that? Because that's my opinion, and it is wrong. It is wrong as the day is long. Anybody that uses their children or any child as a way to weaponize and or gain and or control or manipulate is, like you said, sick. And so we need to pray. We're definitely praying with you. That's all you can do. That's it, Only you can get through it. You gotta get through it to get to it. I know that much. I don't even know what it is, but you'll know. And I will share my kids. We've got tons of kids. Jason's parents passed away when he was, before, like, Jason's old. He'll be 51. Joking, KJ. But Jason will be 51 next month. Actually, in the first week of July. And don't lose it. And then, like, his mom died in, I want to say 2001. And his dad, I want to say 2016. Not sure. But, he misses them. And so I know that there are people in the audience, or, in here, that have not had to experience that yet, y'all. And so I don't know. I'm not saying, I'm not like all up in my mom and dad's, areas all the time, but I never imagined life without them either. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the mourning a child who was still alive. I can't imagine. I don't know how to explain that. I'm talking too much. My lips are dry and cracking. It's the 27th, June 27th. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank y'all so much for being here and just being y'all, being real, being open and honest. just listening and just patient. You is patient. You is kind, and you is important. Yes, right. You're right. Oh my God, it is a pawn. It's a pawn, and it's very, it's very shitty. It's very shitty, and it's okay. Take that time, and I mean, this is just my personal advice. I'm not a professional, but I'm not a dumbass either, and I have life experience, 101. And I mean, there are things that you've experienced that I have not, and so that's all you can do is give me your advice and just hope that it'll take it right. Same, you know. And if not, just take what you need from it. Oh, oh, yours does too, Nettie. Um, but just yeah, take whatever. Always, you know. I think that's how. I mean, that's where I thrive with you guys. Y'all are so healing, and it's amazing. And I just wish I could guarantee this support system, not mine. No, I ain't going nowhere. But I wish that every family, would have this they say it takes a village to raise a child. I mean, I think it takes a village for any of us. Really. I don't know how, I really don't know how I'd be or what I'd be like if there was not, I used to call it the public. Oh my God, I was so intimidated by that. And then I was just like, oh, well, it is. I mean, it just was what it was. Like, not like we had a say in it, But you can either utilize it, I guess. Good night, Tina. Love ya. Oh, thank you. And dumbass and smartass, right? Oh, whatever. Good night, though. Thank you so much. Oh, that's sweet, Angela. Okay, people have told me that, and I'm just like, but what are you talking about? What are you? I mean, I guess that's the only thing I can think of is like I don't notice it. I guess if I do, I'm just sharing who I am. So I feel like I'm just being vulnerable and just, I don't know, being raw and real. I don't know, just being me. And I get it. And so that's different because a lot of, I guess, everybody's different. Different strokes for different folks. And I mean, I just don't see a point of, I don't know. I just kind of put it all out there. And I'm just like, okay, whatever it is. This is me. I've mucked up just as much as I've done good, It's kind of normal, in my opinion. But, back to crocheting Bammy. Also, I just wanted to let you know, and anybody, I'm learning also to allow myself to be sad. Take that time and just be sad. It's okay. It's okay to feel. I didn't know this before. I felt wrong. I was always told, that anyways. So, I mean, to be an emotional person, I thought that was negative. I thought that was a negative thing. And I mean, it has its ups and downs. Yes. But I mean, I wouldn't change me for the world. It's okay to feel. And maybe the people that tell us that, maybe they all try feeling every now and then. Maybe they're a little frigid. Just saying. It yin yang, it just kind of balances each other out. We're not all gonna be for everybody. But we should still root them on, I guess, and just wish them no harm, no foul. I feel for you, crocheting Bammy. I really do. It's a tough spot. I can't imagine being a grandparent. Just from watching what Lori did with JJ, and from that, I mean, and I've seen it before. I've seen it happen so many times before. I'm not from that camp. That's not how I roll. Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank y'all, everybody, for being here. I'm going to knock off the first hour of this, or 2 hours of this video, I swear. But I'm going to get all my computer stuff together, like all my settings and everything back right. And I'm probably going to schedule the real one, a real David Warwick dreams, like I wanted to do it, but God had other intentions, so do everything in His time for sure. So yeah, I'll probably do that, and then I wanted to go ahead, since I know KJ was trying to just still put out some pre-record videos and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead. She did. Her and I. Well, she read it though. She read Chad's train dream. And so I have that pre-recorded. I just have to kind of trim off of, the beginning and the end and load her up. And, I'm going to put a little music in the background because it's good. Y'all know me. I'm extra. And anyway, so I don't know. I'm really glad that she did that. Thank you so much, KJ. I appreciate you. I love you. I love all of you. Oh, I'm gonna go back and read these because I really do care. I want to know. It's impossible to keep up. Even with a small chat, it is, to me, I'm just like, huh? So anyways, but yeah, so I'm gonna try and share some of that, and then I've got plenty of things that have there were a bunch of projects that just needed a little bit more. And so that's what I've been doing like the past week, I guess, but really more so the past couple days. And so I'm like, okay, good. Chad's podcast, y'all, that he did on July 9th, 2011, 2 days before my uncle was murdered. And anyways, it's very telling. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just like, you're SOB, even more than I think now. And that was interesting, KJ, in that book about that insight from Brad. I was like, wow, interesting. So thank you for your service too. I really there's got to be a better way for us to consume some Daybell products without, giving him any kind of commissary, any kind of hot pocket. No. Love you. Oh, Jason's right there. All right. I love y'all. And I'll
love y'all too.
Jason does too. So he's soaking wet. I guess he was outside. I don't know. I'll find out. But anyways, thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all next time. Keep on looking. Love always wins. Crochet and Bammy. I promise. Love you.